Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back to the Hoebee in the Afternoon Experiment. Nielsen rated #1 in the South for some reason. Once again, and we are moving on. Many years ago, I had a very young girl on the show who showed exceptional talent. And over the years, she's stopped by as she's been producing more and more music. And I believe the last time she was on my show, I said something along the lines of, I don't even want to live in a world where you're not balls-ass famous right now. And it looks like that's coming true. Liza Jane is here with me today. Hey, sweetie, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me again on your show.
God, we've done this a few times here today, but when Liza was really young, she opened up before Rams had got here. We'd had one big concert a year called Keystock, and you got to open up for who there?
I opened up for Grand Funk Railroad one year, Three Dog Night, then the next year, and then the Hoebee Brothers the following.
It's a pretty good lineup right there.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you moved, you went to, I knew you before you went to college. You went up to Nashville, correct?
Yeah, I went to Belmont University to study classical voice performance.
And so your voice now has really evolved from what it was. It was always great, but now it's like if these songs become the big hits that I think they will be, it's going to be a voice where somebody could turn on the radio and say, boom, that's Liza Jane right there. Because a lot of, especially in country, sound pretty much the same right there. So what do you attribute your maturation or maturity in music with? Is it just doing it?
Yeah, it would be years of practice and being classically trained, always studying, always had voice teachers and piano teachers. I've been doing it for so long now.
So well, we're going to get to it right now. Jimmy Buffett is gone, and you're next. You're going to be the next famous person from Key West music. You're no pressure on you right there. Anyway, how long are you here for? Are you on a break, or is this a business trip for you?
Yeah, a little bit of business, and just wanted to visit my family. It's been a while since I've been back in Key West.
And you live out in L.A. right now.
I do. I live in West Hollywood.
You were just telling me some of the activities that you take place in the music scene out there. Why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, yeah. My band and I, we headlined the Viper Room. We played the Troubadour. Played Avalon, the Mint, and some other music venues.
Do you play all originals when you're out, or do you do a mix of copies and originals?
Originals, and sometimes I'll throw in like a famous cover.
And how do you pick those?
I just pick my favorite songs when it comes to a cover, or for my originals, just basically everything I performed and all new songs that I wrote.
And you have a pretty famous manager now, from what I understand. What's the process of getting that?
Well, he actually came to our Troubadour show, so that was the first time we met. He loved my voice, our performance, and that is
he went
how
backstage
we ended up
after
working
that
together.
And said, hi, I'm blank, and then like that, because you can meet a lot of wacky people out there. I know from the little time I spent, but
yeah, there's so many people, and it's crazy how many different people you can meet in the industry.
So recently, and we've gotten quite a bit of airplay off a couple of years back when you were here, because you have a pretty huge fan club that kept emailing and stuff like that, and that's really how it works in a non-ad situation in radio. If you're not in country radio right now, there's low chances of getting added. It's weird. It's like luck of the draw right now. But you're on the charts now twice in England, where the charts started before they came to America. That's where people even thought of doing that, rating music right there. Tell us about your success in England. You had a #5 and a #1 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm so grateful. My song Man or the Monster was remixed by the legendary DJ Stonebridge, and it made it to top 5 uncommercial pop charts on Music Week, which was amazing for me. And
how did he get that ad on there? Just let the program director hear, and he said, this is great.
It just is doing really well in the UK. And then my following song, Sacrifice, just made it to number 14 on commercial pop charts today. I just found this out right before I got here.
Right,
yeah.
That's huge, right? That's pretty much says you're on your way right now. Do you have a full album out or anything like that?
I have previous albums. I think last time that I was on the show, we talked about some, but right now I have just these singles that I've been releasing.
And that seems to be the way people are going about it now. When the occasion comes to turn it into an album, you have everything there, right there.
Yeah.
So what kind of feedback are you getting from the music industry?
Well, it seems everyone really likes these 2 songs, and I'm just really happy with my new style, doing pop and dance music and mixed together, and working with the DJ has been great.
Well, you know, if you could tell me right now, I mean, you live out in Hollywood, out there around all these famous people and stuff like that. Do you know any famous people out there?
I know a couple. Yeah. Yeah, a couple.
Yeah.
Just here and there.
What kind of a famous person do you think you're going to be?
What kind? That's a good question.
You're just a regular homespun girl.
Yeah, I just...
Right there. You know,
someone that kind of stays true to myself and doesn't let fame get to their head, basically.
Let's hope so, because I've seen that happen so many times, and the crash is much farther than the rise. You know what I mean, right there. You do your own songwriting predominantly, correct? And when do you do that? Because, I mean, working BMI Songwriters Festival, I've interviewed hundreds of people, and many of them, and you know from being in Nashville, 3 or 4 of them will go into a rented apartment room every day with their guitars and play from noon to 4 or 11 to 5, something like that. And songwriting is a job for them. Do you have a set time, or do you write when the inspiration hits you?
Lately, when the inspiration hits me, but when I was recording Sacrifice, in the songwriting process for Sacrifice and Man of the Monster, I co-wrote them at Jenga Productions, so we would go in the studio and write together. It's
got to be pretty weird for doing that, though, because I mean, it's the way of the world right now. So how do you share your ideas with people without thinking, oh, this is totally going to get ripped off, this song is so good right now?
You have to be careful, obviously. You never know who you can trust in the music
industry. I mean, I've interviewed, and Tommy James from the Shondells lives in Nashville, and he was huge in the 60s, right? Tommy James and the Shondells. Most of those bands back there lost their choices were similar to what would you rather be, rich or famous? And if you chose rich, they'd point you to the direction of Wall Street down the street. If you chose famous, they'd produce an album for you on the cuff and let you pay them back 20 times over and take your publishing. So but we're in a different world right now. What was it like the first time you heard one of your songs on the radio?
It was amazing to hear. Like, it was
do you remember when that was or where it was?
I was here.
Really?
Yeah, in Key West.
Was it me that played it?
I think it was you.
All right, so I'll have that going for me right there. So what's next? What's coming up?
I have a new song that I'm working on, and I'm excited to release it. It's called Storm, so that'll be the song after Sacrifice. So you'll just have to stay tuned for when I promote that.
I certainly will right now. And now we got to tell people how they can do this, because I have one more of your songs. I have a song coming up of yours in a few minutes, and then I have another one at the top of the 7 o'clock hour, so you can get a better overview right now. And once again, I'll tell you people, because we literally have listeners all over the world on iHeartRadio, and you guys can help make this thing happen for her right now and make yourself happy at the same time. You'll have to email me and ask me to play Liza Jane and the song that you liked, or if there's several songs right there. And you know what I mean? It's not going to hurt anything. So, and maybe you'll be hearing somebody that you could say down the line, yeah, I heard that girl on Hoebee show a long time ago. Because we're not in this genre of music that you play right now. But the people who listen to this, they like all kinds of music, except for jazz. Jazz is the devil's music. So I don't know if you know that or not.
No,
but
I thought it was rock.
Stay away from it. I'm only kidding right now. So what's an average day like for you?
Average day would be songwriting, playing piano, playing guitar.
And you late sleeper, early riser?
No, I sleep in late. I am not a morning person at all. I can barely sleep. I have like the worst insomnia.
Oh, well. Wait till you get older. Yay! Yeah. But hey, I wish you the best here. We have What's the song we're going to play first? The Monster song?
Man or the Monster.
Man or the Monster. Tell me a little bit about that before we play it.
Oh, that song is about great people you meet, in relationships. It's about an ex-boyfriend that I had who turned out to be living a double life and was hiding a lot of things. If you watch the music video, you can see kind of a PG-13 version of what was happening.
Videos, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, that's great here. So how can we see all this?
If you go to my YouTube channel or any streaming service, if you want to watch the music video, you can go to YouTube under Liza Jane. And the song is Man or the Monster. And that is the song that made it to number 5 on Music Week commercial pop charts in the UK.
Is it still on the charts now?
Not Man or the Monster, but Sacrifice just made it to 14.
Okay, there we go, boys and girls. We can only wish you the best. Like I said, no pressure. Without Jimmy Buffett here, you're destined to be the next famous Key West musician right there. And I'm looking forward to seeing you handle all that and go around the world and shine the light, man.
Well,
so,
thank you.
Way to go. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Brand new, well, not brand new, but brand new to us from Liza Jane right now. We have more of her coming up at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. Let me know what you think. Bill Hoebee at flkeysmedia.com. All right, welcome back a little after 7 o'clock. For those of you in different parts of the country, we are coming to you live from Key West-ish area right down here where the temperature is 7,000 degrees right now. But I think both of the people in the studio here with me are used to Key West summers. One of them was able to escape it by becoming a rock star and moving to Hollywood. Liza Jane back with me after her first song off of her latest group of singles she's putting out right now. Liza comes from right here in Key West, graduate of Key West High School, right?
Yes, straight from Key West. I'm a freshwater conch because I was born in Miami, but raised here my whole life.
And your family has been here the whole time. How long have you been in California now?
4 years now.
4 years? Yeah. You kind of have to be there, right?
Yeah.
Because that all of the people in Nashville, we just had the Songwriters Festival down here, they all live in Nashville or Franklin or surrounding areas right now. And it's just, you got to be there in the music business these days. Sometimes it's luck of the draw. Who do you know? How do you know them? This, that, the other thing. There's many things, but in your business right now, I think Hollywood is the place to be for you right now. And you told us we played of Man and Monster. Was that what it was called before?
Yeah, Man or the Monster.
Man or the Monster before. And we've got another one here on Local Vocal tonight. It's called Sacrifice. And I thought maybe you could tell us a little bit about that, because there's not many people out there who haven't sacrificed something somewhere along the line.
Yeah, well, Sacrifice made it to number 14 today on Music Week.
So it's on the charts right now on Music Week.
Right now on Music Week in the UK today. Commercial pop charts.
So is that making on that means it's being played on radio over there?
Yeah.
Wow,
clubs,
cool.
the DJs playing it, yeah.
So have you done interviews with jocks over there or anything yet?
Not yet, but that's the next step.
And you have a manager. Tell me about him.
Yeah, I met him, well, he came to our Troubadour show in LA, and that's how we met and really hit it off, and he's been managing me. His name's Greg Lee.
Does he have any other clients?
Yeah, well, he was with Warner Brothers for 20 years, so he has a lot of connections that he's been helping me with.
Label connections like that are invaluable to you right now. So we're going to play Sacrifice right now, but how much longer are you in your hometown for?
Yeah, like another week. I've just wanted to come back and see my family.
I love your family. They're great people. And you know something? It's not bad having that kind of support, because in the 80s when I played music, my dad wanted me to get a job. And he would still come and see me play in front of 1,000, 2,000 people, and so they just didn't get it. What it felt like to do that right there. But you know something? I mean, when I was a kid, I went to the singing teacher, Katie Agresta, who taught Frankie Valli, this. You couldn't just go to her and say, I'd like to go. She had to pick you for that. And one day I met Dee Schneider from Twisted Sister, who's actually an opera singer. A lot of people didn't know that. And I was in the waiting room. He was coming out. And Katie said to him, do you have any advice for young William here? And he said, if you give up, you're never going to come back. And I did. But I got a job in radio anyway, where I could sleep in the same bed every night, which was different for me right now. But I wish you the best. You're next up, man. Jimmy Buffett sadly passed. He gave this place a name. I think a lot of people down here are going to be proud when they say, did you know that song on the radio is from a girl from Key West? And actually, really nice and smart girl from Key West right there. So
thank you.
My kudos to you, my dear, and I look forward to maybe seeing you back here one day. You know what I mean? Sneak in here with your limousine or something like that.
Well, I performed at the Jazz Room the other night, too.
Oh, you did?
So, yeah, I've been performing while I'm back.
All right, when you play up in the stadium in Miami, can I get a backstage pass?
Oh, of course.
All right. I've heard that from some other people there. Anyway, we wish you the best. This is from Liza Jane, currently number 14 on the charts over in England right now. And a lot of our bands started there. Tom Petty got his first hits in England. Many people did right here, and we hope the same happens for you. This is Liza right here with Sacrifice on the Keys Home of Rock. Well, 99.5, Sun 103.1. We are around the world on iHeartRadio.